Yeah, Facts and Katt Podcast, episode 155. Really 155 and a half?
Episode motherfucking 155 again.
Man, we shot y'all a good ass episode too last week. Goddamn, shit just be happening though, you know.
Hey man, we gonna get it right.
We gonna get it right. It is what it is. So, yeah, man, I guess players fuck up though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Goddamn, you can hand me them glasses? Yeah. Goddamn, leave my glasses. You know, players is fuck it up. That might be the name of this episode. Players fuck up. You know what I mean?
Hey man, it's about how you bounce back.
How you bounce back, man. So, I guess we gonna start it off like this because we was talking about Katt Williams a lot last episode. You know, it was hot. You know, so I guess we'll still, you know, we'll retouch on that because I mean, shit still been happening. But you know, we'll just start from the beginning. Y'all know how it is. What happened. I don't gotta really break it down to y'all. Club Shay. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp said that Katt Williams, you know, he been trying to get in touch with him for a year. His team been, you know, kind of, you know, doing the industry shuffle. So in the meantime, he's just been interviewing all of the golden era comics, like from the 90s and the 2000s and stuff. And, you know, a lot of the times Katt Williams' names get brought up. I mean, he's a great. So his name gets brought up, you know, even the people on Friday. Like, it's all a mix. And it just all became a stepping stool for the Katt Williams interview because Katt Williams came and he didn't come to play. I'm talking about the first. He literally walked in there. They said he took a sip. They said, like, he might have been on one. Maybe not. I don't know. But he, you know, Shannon gave him the illustrious introduction.
Nigga, I need an intro like that.
Facts. He gave him the introduction, and then he said, "Man, this Laportier cognac is actually pretty good. You know, I'm a connoisseur of cognac. I appreciate you for having me. But fuck that nigga Steve Harvey, nigga.
Kevin Hart too.
Fuck Kevin Hart, nigga. Fuck Ricky Smiley, nigga. Fuck Tyler Perry, nigga."
Cedric the Entertainer, who?
Right. What he said? What did he say? He said, "You're a fat, what lie?" Who did he say?
Faison Love.
He said, "You're a fat Faison lie." Like, he literally gave a stand-up sitting down in the interview. So, that's reached 46 million. Everybody has responded. Let's say from best to worst. You know, he even went in on Ludacris. Who do you think had the best response? Who had the worst?
The worst response is probably gonna be Kevin Hart.
You think it was Kevin?
Nah, never mind. I take it back. The worst one had to be Ricky Smiley. And it's the worst one. I understand.
Katt got disrespectful with him though.
He did. That
one was flawed.
I'm just saying, but I think he should have took a little bit more time. Wrote some shit down before you just responded. I just don't like the whole crying on live. Like, I get it. If you start crying, I got that would have hit the end. But that's the only reason.
That's the only thing. I can understand, like, you on live. My thing was, bro, you was emotional before you hit that live button. Like, you knew what kind of state you was in.
Like, did he do it for sympathy?
That's what I'm a little confused about. Like,
I mean, I know it was real. Those was real tears.
It was real. It was real tears, and it was understandable. There was nobody's mad at him for crying. What people are mad at is that you continued to cry while recording, or that you knew you was in like an emotional state, a vulnerable state when you started. And my whole thing is like, I don't know. Maybe he valued. Maybe were they friends? Were they never friends or something? Like, I'm a little bit confused about.
Like Katt making it seem like he went from none of these niggas. If you big time or industry plant, or if you in the circle, fuck you.
What's the industry plant? Because he said Kevin Hart's an industry plant. I want to know what
industry plant
to
me just seemed like you spoon fed. Like, look, all right, you got a little bit of talent. We know we could use you. You animated. Let me we're gonna get this team together to write your jokes. You just go out there and put a little spin on it. We're gonna make sure you everything big that we can get you gonna get. We're gonna make sure to push it. We're gonna promote it more. We behind you 110%. You better just do what the fuck we say.
So basically, like I said, I put up a little clip, but I want to dive a little deeper into, like, so basically an industry plant is a nigga that know how to network.
I don't think that's an industry plant. I think more of an industry plan is like, all right, I'm picking this person to do this. He didn't. That I don't think that network.
So you don't agree? So do you agree that Kevin Hart is an industry plan or no?
I don't have enough facts to say
Yeah.
for sure, but if you just looking at it, how he said basically made it seem like he ain't put in no work. He just got thrown right into it.
I don't agree with that though. I don't even agree with that. I seen people saying that he used to travel 2 hours to New York every weekend to do stand up. I mean, if you look at I just think that Katt Williams is one.
He sounds a little jealous.
He's a little jealous. He's a little bitter. They literally probably do have had the same roles that, maybe he passed on for whatever reason, or maybe Kevin Hart, just took everything. You know what I mean? Like, my whole thing is, I think Kevin Hart was he was more of a business comic from the jump. Like, he knew what he wanted to do. He was in movies, but look at the movies he was in. Like, he was in fucking Soul Plane and what's the one, like the Rockefeller movies and shit like that. Like, he did start from like nothing, like low budget movies, and I think that's usually how it works when you're.
But that's why I said I don't have enough facts to say he's like a flat out industry plan. Industry plan remind me of like, nigga, I own a company. And my son ain't did shit. He ain't went to college, but I be like, yo, all right, this is yours. Take it over. And then you just giving this shit. Like, he ain't put in no work for it. He ain't started at the bottom at the desk. Got down, work his way up to the office. Like,
so
I think that's more of
basically
a
privileged person, a overprivileged person. Like,
yeah,
you're getting
like,
privileges that you didn't have to work for.
That's more of an industry plan to me. And
Okay.
then like also like a lot of niggas call Lil Nas X an industry plan. Saying that they put him out there, they gave him the music to do, they was behind him.
We gonna talk about Lil Nas. We got him.
I know we getting to him, but I'm just saying, I that right there, I can see how that could be. That's an industry plan.
Is Lil Nas an industry plan? I think Lil Nas made a song. Well, no, I think I might have seen something that said Lil Nas was signed before he even did Old Town Road. So that's another thing, because it's like we only knew Old Town Road. So how did you get signed? Like, you had no buzz. But I think that it's basically, a lot of the times people use it wrong, and they use it for people where it's like they didn't do it the standard way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, usually you go to LA and you go to through the comedy circuit in LA. At that time, at least, the 90s and 2000s, you go to LA, you work the circuit, you get discovered, you get in a movie, you work your way up in the movies, and that's what it is. I think that Kevin Hart did it probably untraditional, and I think that Kevin Hart also is the guy, he's safe, he knows how to work a room, he's not going to give you a headache on the set, he's going to be professional. And when you get that reputation, people gonna talk to other people. Hey, he was great to work with. He was, you know what I mean? Like, that's what come with the game. So I just think that I think Katt saying industry plant just because he didn't do it like him or how he's known to do it. Like, I don't hear nothing about Kevin Hart stealing no joy, and he probably just don't respect it. Like, he probably think, oh, he got writers, and hey, man, at this point, he's like the Drake. He's like the Drake of comedy, basically.
Hey, everybody love him. You don't hear too many people that hate Kevin Hart.
Well, now they hate Kevin Hart now. All of a sudden, he took his wife. He's taking his wife on tour. But
what do you think about that? Katt Williams taking his wife.
It's just timing, because allegedly, I don't know. Apparently, she's already opened up for him before, but it's just a matter of timing. Like, he's doing it to be
facetious.
He's doing it to be facetious. He's basically, nobody minds being used when there's a benefit for both of y'all. So he's using her to keep the clout going, and she's using Katt as an opportunity to get her clout. You know what I mean? Because she's
it's
still
it's
a win-win situation. They using each other to spite Kevin Hart. Now, Kevin Hart responded, said, I wish her the best. He kept it classy. she seemed like she could be a little opportunist. I heard she used to help him write his jokes and shit too, even the jokes about her. But at the same time, like she kept the last name Hart. Like obviously she knows how to market herself. And I don't say that in a bad way. Like I'm just saying, like she knows how to market herself. It is what it is. So
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I ain't mad at it.
no, not at all. You know. So I mean, so who had the best response?
I don't even know. Oh, what'd you think about Ludacris' response?
Mid.
You come in my life. You talking about she ugly, all this shit. I mean, you could have threw a couple jokes. You could have
dissing it. Like
you got you got a great pen, nigga. Take some time and goddamn come up with some shit that's actually good. Yeah, but bruh, honestly, I think niggas scared of Katt Williams.
They is. Ain't nobody coming out and saying this is a lie. Everybody's just, the most they can say is like, nigga, you were on drugs.
Everybody's saying, oh, I'm taking the high road. I'm taking the high road.
Or y'all just believe anything. Like if y'all hear a random toddler crying, that's just my son in the background. Apologies. You know how it goes. But yeah, I mean, nobody wants to address the elephant in the room. Like he's making accusations. Nobody wants to say this was a lie. No, this is how I can disprove what he's saying.
Everybody usually have facts. They got something to come back with, some type of receipt. Ain't nobody came with a receipt to show.
I seen one thing. That's why I think Kevin Hart, to me, had the best response. I know a lot of people didn't like. They didn't think it was funny what he was saying on ESPN. I actually found it kind of funny. Like I chuckled at it. But what I will say is I seen Spank Horton. Now they had, they the Plastic Cup Boys. Yeah. Him and a few fellow comedians. One of them is Spank Horton. Spank Horton put up a video of when Katt went at him in 2016. Went at Kevin Hart in 2016, and when he put it out, when he put the video up, he went in on him. Katt did, and then he apologized on V103 in Atlanta. He apologized over the radio and. It was like, he even called Kevin Hart the king of comedy. He called him the king.
He's the king of the industry playing comedy.
So my whole thing is, then Spank was like, this is why we do not respond. Because he's just going to do this again. Basically. I get it. Nobody's coming with jokes, I guess. Kevin Hart kind of came with jokes.
If Katt Williams apologized, I think it was just part of... That was PR. that nigga had. That
nigga ain't got no PR team, man.
Shit, he was on some type of run if he doing the interview. I think that nigga's like, look,
you gotta promote what city you in.
We need you to goddamn do this. We know you might not want to. Just apologize one time. I don't think you get no more apologies though.
46 million views. Is this the biggest interview of the decade?
I can't think of one bigger.
This might be one of the biggest internet video interviews of all time.
And like, nigga, you could go. You know how when we check our YouTube stats, you can see who actually watched it for like 2 minutes. These niggas is watching the whole almost 3
hours, bro. Like I watched it twice. I listened to it at work on YouTube Premium, and then I watched it.
Nigga, make sure you pay for that subscription. Say YouTube Premium.
Yeah, you got to when you got kids, man. You gotta get the premium because
I'm teaching patience, nigga.
My son is not on the premium because he's not about to fuck up my algorithm because this nigga pressed too many videos, stuff like that. I can't do it, but I let Callie on the premium so she can watch her stuff. But even I feel like. Even now, like it's giving people the ability to just say whatever the fuck they want. Did you see Stephen A. going in on what's the fat boy name?
I don't know dude's name, but
why did I just forget his name?
What the hell woke that nigga up to goddamn start talking all that shit? I didn't know they had that back and forth for so long.
Really, it wasn't a back and forth. It was just him shooting at Stephen A. Smith for 9 years, and then Stephen A. had said something. Jason Whitlock. There you go. Jason Whitlock. And I felt like he, you work with Shannon Sharp. Everybody getting clout off of the, Shannon Sharp back.
Hey.
Why not?
When the clout going, you better keep chasing that shit.
I even seen, he went in on him. He called him a bitch. I ain't never seen Stephen A. call him nigga talk like that. He called it. They said he had to call ESPN and tell them like, hey, I'm about to go ballistic on this nigga real quick. You know,
anybody else with ESPN the way they work, bro, they probably would have got down. All right, you
Stephen A's the boss.
He got down. Him and Pat got down on that shit.
Then we seen. We also saw Steven Jackson. I guess Steven Jackson got some type of problem with Shannon Sharp for whatever reason. He claimed that Sharp is a hater. Did you see what he said? You didn't see it?
Nah.
He was trying to critique Shannon Sharp, saying like, this is the reason that they get certain types of interviews on All the Smoke, get certain people on there, which I was confused about because Shannon Sharp had everybody on his shit. But he said the reason they get it is because he basically said, like, how do you sit there and let Katt Williams talk about people that were guests and that's your personal partners on the show? How do you let him come in there and dog their name out like that?
But see, the difference is if he was just talking shit about them and not like coming up with his own facts, whether if they true or not, I don't think he disrespected Shannon Sharp or the platform at all because this nigga speaking, he's giving him the freedom of speech. He's letting them talk.
He said
he didn't chime in and agree. He didn't really laugh. The nigga might have went like this a few times, but took a sip.
He stayed neutral.
Yeah, like he didn't say.
He even said at one point, just because you from the country don't mean that you from the hood or something.
When did Shannon Sharp ever try to claim that he's from the hood?
Steven Jackson is an overgrown nigga that's still set in the ways of like trying to be a street nigga. And I just didn't like it. I just was like, man, Stephen A., you the same one that was checking in with 15-year-olds in O Block.
Not Stephen A.
I mean, Steven Jackson, my bad. Steven Jackson, you the same nigga that was, you know, at O Block at 2 a.m. dunking on the basketball goal, talking about this is a moment you'll never forget and you cherish. And you checked in with Shoebox Baby and some teenage kids.
Hey man, whoever run the block, I mean that's who you gotta check in with. The kids is running it.
Listen,
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm checking in with them 15-year-olds too, cause I ain't about to get popped.
I'm not going.
Oh,
Steven Jackson has no purpose whatsoever to be up in O Block.
Ain't he from like he's from Cali?
No, Steven Jackson is from Beaumont, Texas, nigga. That's right. Where UGK from? Like you from the bottom of the map. You have no reason to be there. You're rich, or at least you have a comfortable situation. Lifestyle. Yeah. So I just didn't like that. Funny ass nigga. So I'm trying to think. Okay, we'll talk about. Matter of fact, you want to talk about 21? All right, hold on. We'll give you a break. This ain't live, so we'll give you a little second. Give you a little second. Do what you do.
That coke in there.
It's right there. We got it. I got a fresh one too, but there's one right there on the table. Yeah. So 21 dropped. You know, he did basically. He told us on Wednesday, hey, American Dream, 21 Savage dropping. He even had a trailer, and everybody was kind of like, is this a real documentary or is this like a parody? Because it's like, I forgot what's the young boy name that he had playing him. It was a trailer. And then he had, what's the nigga? This is America. Donald Glover. Huh?
Yeah. Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. He had Donald Glover playing him, which was kind of weird. He had locks and shit, and it's just like Donald Glover playing 21 Savage is kind of like was not in my bingo card in 2024. And the album dropped. You put it out there. What did you think about the album?
I thought it was a solid album. I done ran it back a few times. I can see if folks don't really fuck with it. It wasn't no radio hit on it, I don't think. Maybe
it's a radio hit on there.
I gotta go back and listen.
No. That whole you could really pick the one because remember he had a whole like 4-5 songs in a row where it's just about like girl winning songs. So I feel like even the song with Burna Boy, Summer Walker,
the one with Summer Walker, I was like it could be.
Yeah. No, those is gonna be on the radio for sure.
I just ain't heard none yet. I think that's maybe I'm judging.
You gotta spend a little bit more time with it probably.
But I mean, it was a. I'll fuck with it. I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it's gonna be taken from everybody else. But I definitely thought it was.
I think the
It
general
was a solid ass
consensus,
album.
I've seen everybody been saying is solid. Is good.
I like to hear that.
I don't know if it's classic.
Nah, it's definitely not his best. It's not a classic.
Yeah, it ain't Savage Mode, but it's a good follow up to Savage Mode.
It's more like a dope 21 Savage album to me. Yeah. I don't really hear him talking the same. Like he changed it a little, but he still had it in there. But it wasn't still just the whole time shoot him, kill him.
Man. My only critique, the only critique I have on the album, I hate, and Drake kind of did this too. Well, I don't know. No, Drake didn't really do it. Maybe he did. I hate, because I said the same thing about Drake. I hate when these rappers name their album a theme and don't go through with the theme. When 21 Savage, who's a immigrant, he just got his green card. He has an interesting story. This is what I say. I think 21 Savage probably has one of the most interesting stories in hip hop ever, right? You got a man who was born in the UK. His family came to the United States to get a better life, better opportunity, right? Visa expires. Now he's illegal. They staying in the United States. But you move from the UK to Glenwood, like to the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? One of the worst spots on the east
that's
side.
What they had a dollar and a dream.
Facts.
And that's what it led him to Glenwood.
So you adapt to the streets. You literally at one point, like, you don't just have, like, a lot of people choose the streets. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have to go to the streets. You hear rappers saying, I just wanted the latest Jordans. I seen niggas with cars. You don't have to have that.
That nigga couldn't get a job.
That nigga couldn't get a job. That nigga couldn't. He
don't look like he can go stand outside of Home Depot. Yeah, don't look like he can stand outside of Home Depot and get a construction.
Not in Glenwood.
Nah.
He couldn't. He literally couldn't. He literally couldn't fly planes. Like, he had to fly private for, like, when he first started rapping. Yeah. Like, he couldn't get on, or he would drive. And that's the thing. Like, he lives a struggle. The man got shot up. Homies done died. Like, he was knee deep in the streets. So, like, I'm saying all that basically to say, like, I thought that we were gonna get that story in the music.
With that trailer, I definitely thought
we were about to get that. Yeah, that's what you sold us. Like, on the trailer, you sold us that. You know what I'm saying? It's documentary. The album is basically, like, said it's the soundtrack for the documentary. So that's why it just lost me, because it was like, okay, the first couple songs was like that. Then after that, it went to drilling. Then it went to women.
I guess he threw a couple songs in there. That's good enough.
And then he ended it. He did end
but
it.
But if the documentary comes out and he's using them first, like, 3-4 songs, then it'll make sense. Like,
well, we know that the songs is most likely gonna be on there because it's a soundtrack.
I'm saying, like, so it's a soundtrack for it. But he's just saying these are the only songs that's gonna be used in the documentary.
Maybe. I just thought that the album that we were getting was gonna be like, a story, or like, it's gonna be in like some type of sequence. But I don't have a problem with the album though, because the album was good music. So I give him that. The album was good music. He just threw me off with the whole theme, not really executing it the way I thought he should have. But it is what it is. What do you think he's going to sell? His projection time. I think his last one sold like 175, somewhere around there.
I'd give him a solid, with no promotion, no hit single on it, probably around about 65 to 80.
1,000? First week? 65,000? 80?
65.
21 ain't never sold
Wait,
that low.
Wait, you just say he sold 100?
I said 175 last time.
He has nothing on. Every other time he's came out, he had a hit. Now, I've been wrong. Like I said, I apologize.
You about to be wrong with
I
this one
apologize to Nikki on the last one, but I ain't doing that shit.
You about to be
again.
apologizing for this one, too. You tried that nigga.
65 to 80. It'll probably be close in that range.
Nigga, 21 is doing between 175 and 200,000. Facts, nigga. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, it deserve it.
No, that's what's gonna happen.
I just don't hear nobody talking about that shit, man.
Listen, let me see if niggas already put his projections up, cause they do it usually. They do be putting some that they 21 Savage projected No, I'm just typing sale on Twitter. See if he's putting that out there. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, no. His lowest one was It's an Album, and that did 77,000. I Am Greater Than I Was did 131. Savage Mode 2 did 171,000, and then Her Loss did 404,000. They ain't got no projections up right now. Yeah, I think he's gonna keep going up. I think that he's gonna do almost 200,000, somewhere in that ballpark, 200,000. I think you kind of tripping. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't tripping. I'm just trying. Sometimes I overdo it. I'm gonna shoot a little lower on this one, only because it's not a hit single.
That's too low.
You think 80 too low?
Yes.
Okay, we gonna see.
He do. First of all, he do that. He did the same thing with Savage Mode too. He just told niggas kind of like, "Hey, I'm dropping an album this week." He did
There's
the
something
same
on
thing.
Savage Mode 2 that was already out. Hold on.
I don't think it was nothing out first.
I don't think it was like for an album. I think he just added it to it. We didn't know it was gonna be on it.
He's at a level where it don't matter if he don't have to give you a 3-year, 2-year rollout, a 3-week rollout. He don't have to do that. Like
When Mr. Right Now already up?
hell no.
A
I'm
rich
telling
nigga
you.
shit?
This nigga dropped it just the same way. That's what I'm saying. He dropped it the same way, bro.
Niggas was in the house too. It came out 2020. When nobody does shit.
Bro. All right, man. Yeah, all right. Look, let's go.
Hey, bro, if I'm wrong, nigga, I give you 50 push-ups right here on the next episode. No more than 80.
Well, you need to get your practice in, boy, because it's going to be going on. It's going down for sure. NBA Youngboy. This nigga did Charlamagne the God, man. This nigga got beef with Charlamagne.
That nigga opened his mouth and rapped on this one, but he ain't mumbled this shit. He made sure niggas heard what he had to say about Charlamagne the God.
That nigga, so we all know last week, goddamn NBA Youngboy was doing an interview with Bootleg Kev at Grave Digger Mountain. And he said that when he was asked about, how does he feel about family, and he said, I'm just keep it a buck. I'm not big on fatherhood. I'm not big on being a father. And he was like, huh? And he's like, you look like a family man. I mean, you sitting right here with your baby right here in the interview. And he was just like, I'm only in here because of this. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Like, I'm not big on fatherhood. And so Charlamagne gave him Donkey of the Day for that. And
Do you think Youngboy said that shit more so because he knew if I say this shit it's clicks?
I thought about it. I think he was dead ass serious because his actions would show that that's what it is. Like a nigga that got 8 baby mamas and 11 kids. He's not really.
I just got a headache for him.
It's no way that he is big on fatherhood. He's big on not using condoms, and he's probably a good provider. You know what I'm saying? And he look like the type of nigga, it's like trying to goddamn pull needles out of a haystack to get that nigga to send you some money. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the one girl talking about, I work a regular job, but trying to fly to Utah is a lot of money. And I at least asked him like, hey, well, can you help me out with the ticket? Because I'm spending like thousands of dollars, and I'm like literally I work a regular job. And I'm flying him over here to see you. Like, can you help out? And nigga was like, nah. So, I don't know. He might be generous. He might not be. But he's more so a provider than a father. Like, he's basically saying, like, I'm not going to be at the first basketball game.
He can't.
Yeah, he can't. That's another thing.
He's not a big father because he can only do so much. He can get you pregnant.
Yeah. This is why I said on the podcast, maybe last year or the year before we had a discussion, I was saying niggas like him and other rappers that have just multiple kids and shit like that. I was like, you can't be a good father to every kid.
No, that's what you were saying about. You said about Nick Cannon. That was the episode. I remember now.
Okay. Yeah, because and I feel like Nick Cannon's definitely probably a better father than.
But you said Nick Cannon can't be a good father. I feel like that nigga do everything.
No, I wasn't saying
can.
he can't be a good father in general.
I'm saying to all the kids. Like,
yeah, somebody because they asked him a question. Remember? Did you ever see? I forgot what interview it was, and they said, "Yo, you got 3 kids in 3 different states, and they all got high school graduation. Somebody gonna be disappointed, right? If not
in
all
that
of them.
situation, if you was in that situation, what would you do?
I don't know.
To make it fair, I wouldn't go to none of them.
That's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't go to none of them, and then
And have a big
I'll
ass
fly y'all
graduation.
out, and we'll have a big ass vacation, something to that nature. Like, look, we just all gonna have a big vacation. We're gonna celebrate it all together. And I'll send them all. Say I'm getting them a car or something. I'm rich like Nick Cannon. I'm sending them all a car. When you come outside from that graduation, it's a car outside. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna send you some, and it's gonna be some tickets in the console saying, "Nigga, we going to motherfucking Jamaica for 2 weeks, nigga. Let's do it. All 3 of y'all." You know what I'm saying? But
Bring your other brothers and sisters.
it's not even just that type of shit. What I'm saying is like what I was saying was there's gonna be one kid that feels like, hey, especially in NBA YoungBoy's case, like you stay on house arrest. That's why you shouldn't be procreating, nigga. You can't even get your legal situation
I feel
right.
like NBA YoungBoy closer to the kids with the baby mama he liked the most.
Facts. He one of them niggas where like you see I think he got like 2 kids by his wife or something in the house. Like of course he's gonna be probably a good father to them because they in the house. But when they away, when niggas is away, the kid is away. It's kind of like it is what it is.
Nigga, you better FaceTime.
Yeah, like I was saying in the video today. Do you think that nigga can name all his kids' middle names? Do you think that he can even probably tell you what state every kid live in? Like I don't know. Like it's certain things you gotta question. You like can you I don't know. Like they all like around 2-3 years old. It's just like you just keep creating kids and creating broken homes. I don't know, but. My thing was, I think he didn't take the Charlamagne the God Donkey of the Day too serious. I think it was just an opportunity to troll and say some shit on the internet.
I mean, shit, if you in the house all day, bro, you gotta find something to talk about. You gonna make some music, so.
Nigga talking about he gonna bust Charlamagne in his face. Pause on, you know what I mean? But he's saying he gonna shoot him and shit.
But how the hell he gonna goddamn?
He talking about come to Gravedigger Mountain. I said, the nigga talking about I want to beef with you, but you gotta come to me.
Nigga, I troll that nigga all day.
Yeah, he gonna get trolled on Monday when Charlamagne get on the radio for sure.
Shit, what's up with what was I about to say? What's up with Envy, dog? Did that shit get cleared up yet?
Well, Envy was never a part of the case. He was never gonna go to jail.
Remember they came and goddamn took all the shit.
They said that was Katt. That was just a rumor that somebody started online.
Oh, okay.
They said that never happened. He's never. That nigga Envy was never. He's more so close to being a witness than anything. I'm gonna tell you what I think what happened with that. DJ Envy. The problem is that the nigga basically says, "Yo, Envy, I got this type of company I'm doing. I want you to be the face, to bring in. Maybe I'll give you a percentage or I'll pay you this, that, and the third." So he's trying to draw in people to do it, but he didn't know that it's basically some fraud shit going on. It's just him getting paid to promote and to use his likeness to do that. So when they get down to it, he's basically a victim too.
You think he gonna snitch?
He will if he had to. His dad was a cop, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to. I'm sure him and Caesar not even friends no more at this point. You gotta stay away from niggas like that. So I don't know. DDG, Holly Bailey.
Congrats.
They had a kid. I guess it was on the internet. For the longest, people were like, "Hey, is she pregnant?" She's trying to hide
the nigga told y'all on April Fool's Day. Y'all just ain't believe that shit.
Yeah, so they had a baby boy, and now it just seems like I have a question because like people were like really going in and like for whatever reason they all the women on like Shade Room Neighborhood Talk. They hate DDG. Are the fans too invested in their life at this point? Like
I told you I hate the internet, bro. Them niggas feel like they gotta be a part of everything. Niggas gotta tell you everything. They think she's just a Disney star and she shouldn't be with a hood nigga. So they don't like that shit. Even when I was reading the comments of when he posted that shit on April Fool's, and they were just like, "Oh, congrats! As long as it's not with Holly, this Katt is it better not be with her. Don't ruin her life." Like,
first of all, this nigga's a multi-millionaire. People don't understand that. Like, his streaming career is bigger than his rap career, but people only know him from rap because he had that moonwalking in Calabasas and stuff like that. They think he's just a rapper. But what they don't understand is that nigga was a streamer and he made millions of dollars. He makes more money streaming than he makes rapping. He was a millionaire before Halle was a millionaire. He might still have more money than Halle. Now I can't say she got that Disney check. She got a Disney check. I don't know what she making, but put it like this: if they broke up, the nigga could go right now. He probably had a house, everything before he ever even met her. So that's what I'm confused about. Like, how as a fan can you be living a regular life and calling this nigga broke? Or because maybe his money don't add up to hers or whatever it may be.
Once you paid your bills, you got $17 in your bank account for 2 weeks.
You know what? The crazy part about it is people just equate fame to money because she's more famous than him. They think that she's richer.
I mean, shit, you could let some of these famous niggas, once they got down, could really sit back and talk, they'll tell you, nigga, I'm broke. Mm-hmm. I'm taking care of my family. I got enough money to buy my mama a house, bought me a house, and shit, nigga. I'm trying to apply for food stamps. Like, they ain't really got no money for real.
Lil Nas is back at it. He took his hiatus. Now he's back. I'm looking at Lil Nas, and I think Lil Nas is the gay 6ix9ine. Let me break that down for you. He's the gay 6ix9ine, even though 6ix9ine is gay.
The fact that you said gay and 6ix9ine in the same
6ix9ine is gay, so he's like.
I'm not even taking the 6ix9ine. I'm thinking of the other 6ix9ine. That shit's just weird as fuck. I feel like it should be a pause.
We gonna say pause, man. He's the gay 6ix9ine. The reason I say that is because the only way they're successful is by being a shock jock. You know, doing things that are shocking. The music doesn't speak for itself. They know that they have to do something outrageous and outlandish for it to be successful, right? Other than Old Town Road, everything after that is like Lil Nas is kissing men on stage. He did a video where he slid down a pole to hell and gave the devil a lap dance.
Hey man, I thought all that shit was fake until I seen him in real life. He's definitely a bisexual male.
You think he's bisexual? You don't even think he's gay?
He
said he's gay.
Oh, if he said he's gay, then I was trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, I don't know if he's bisexual.
He's definitely a gay man, and he spoke his truth.
Hey man, he said the nigga is now saying he's dropping a single, and he's saying it's like him dissing God, I guess, or like him just disrespecting the Christian community. Like it's like a video of him dressed like Jesus or something to that nature, and he's like drinking all the wine, the communion, eating the crackers and things like that, and of course it's getting people in an uproar.
See, my thing is,
doing what it's supposed to do.
It is working, but I don't think playing with that is gonna be the right thing, because the industry ain't. You gonna have to do that shit on your own. Yeah, the industry ain't gonna help you with that one.
So then, even with that, what else did he do? He trolled and said he's going to some Christian college, enrolling in a Christian college or something like. I don't know. I just feel like Lil Nas, like, that's how I know that you don't really believe in your talent fully. It's one thing to just be like super gay, like do your gay shit.
Not super gay.
Like, no, he's super gay. It's another thing to purposely try to disrespect religion to get a roar out of people just so you could bring light to your records. Like, you have to do, like, at this point, you have to do shock jock shit. You don't make any records that are personal, and just put it, or you don't do things that you feel like, hey, like I'm just doing me and I want y'all to, fuck with my music. I really want y'all to know. It's like I have to troll. That's what it is. So, I don't know. How do you feel?
Hey man, I hope it should work out for him, but I feel like it's some bullshit and.
It's
another
long.
way. It's gotta be another way. Nigga, just goddamn get in the lab. Nigga, goddamn do some work.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last long, my boy.
Get around some writers, bro. You can find somebody on write some shit. I mean, you got your core base. The gays gonna love you if you goddamn. But see, then you start talking about God, and the gay community. There's a lot of Christians in there. So you over here dissing that. You making the gay community look bad.
You're making gay demonic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're adding them both in there. Like, a nigga who slid down the pole to hell and gave the devil a lap dance. Like, come on, brother. Like,
honestly, I think that shit hurt him more than it helped him.
Yeah, we'll see. I ain't even listen to the song. I hear it whenever I cross paths with it, but I ain't going to look for it. Fuck it.
I ain't heard this shit. I ain't know it until we got down pre-production.
Nick Saban retired.
Bitch.
Nick Saban retired.
I feel like he went out like a pussy, bro.
He kind of did, low
He couldn't get his way. He's like,
he threw like a little fucking hissy fit.
Tired of this shit. I don't like how it's going. We lost. We should have won.
Yeah, Nick Saban, you a bitch ass nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You ran from the struggle, nigga. You running from the grind.
He knew that 12 teams was coming. He know that shit.
He mad at
a
the
little bit harder.
NIL deals because them niggas is basically going to the highest bidder. A nigga that bought chargers for all his kids. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he mad because everybody can do that shit out in the open now.
Shit, he was doing that shit in private. Nigga only had to spend a couple mil. Yeah. Now these niggas getting $1 million for each player, bro.
Facts. Nah, he don't want to do the NIL deal and shit.
Going to buy your mama a little house, nigga. Got a little $80,000, $100,000 home. That shit don't mean shit no more.
Yeah, nigga. Fuck that.
But I ain't think they were going. Alabama was gonna run straight and grab Washington coach.
Did they get him already?
Yeah, and announced that bitch yesterday.
Them niggas, will they be the same? You think Alabama gonna be the same?
Never.
Yeah,
that dynasty's over.
I think they can be.
But
successful.
I think it was gonna start. It was already starting to show. Look at the players they had this year. It's not because Saban's gone. It's the NIL.
Alabama, bro. The Alabama fans, bro. They are. I didn't realize that they are kind of delusional. They're delusional people. These niggas are telling me, like, yo, even with shout out to Gerard, he said something. And then I had some people at work, and they kind of both said the same sentiment. Like, they're speaking as if Alabama had this is winning and doing things like how Nick Saban did is the Alabama culture. When I'm saying no, Nick Saban is the culture at Alabama.
Yeah. I
don't remember Alabama having this just illustrious culture before him. It's a lot of y'all that became fans in 2009, nigga, 2008, or whatever year he got there. A lot of niggas became Saban fans.
Because they started winning. Because he started buying players before you could buy them.
I didn't.
And then, nigga, look, you get offered $2 million, right?
Yeah.
You gonna go play in Florida or you gonna go to goddamn Tuscaloosa?
Facts.
Nigga, that's gonna be Dion's problem. He gonna have to get the hell out of goddamn Colorado soon. He need to go ahead and goddamn.
I actually go to Colorado before I go up in Alabama.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Colorado's a beautiful place, but it probably ain't.
But he need to get, like I said, Dion doing this shit long enough to get to Florida State, man.
You think so?
Florida State's gonna be his last one. And everybody that said Dion should goddamn go to the Falcons.
He already said he's not coaching the NFL because he said you can't teach grown men kids. You can.
He's trying to help and mold these niggas to do better.
Mm-hmm. I think that but yeah, the Alabama fans is killing me. They talking niggas is decommitting left and right, losing 5 stars. These niggas is telling me we still gonna be that. We still have emotion. It might take a year or two for y'all to get back to. I ain't gonna say that y'all gonna just be terrible next year. Y'all got a good coach. I'm not gonna disrespect him, but let's not act like this might be a lost year next year because people are decommitting, and then you got people that's gonna be going to the draft. Players that are transferring.
Yeah.
Come on now. They came there to play with Saban. They didn't come here to play with that nigga.
And he said he can't sit right there and that's the real shit he said and continue to tell these parents, I'm gonna be here. all 3 to 4 years that your kid here. Like,
Yeah. So I think that they're a little delusional, but you know what? I guess when you do 1-6, you know that can do it. Maybe I'll be delusional when we get to it, because you know with that happening, Jim Harbaugh that's probably about to go to the NFL. This is Georgia's shit.
Georgia the next 5 years, bro.
Facts.
Easy shit, at least 2 to 3.
Yeah, this our shit. Now it does make it a little bit harder. Pause with the
Playoff.
with the playoff going in 12. I don't really
Like,
agree with
nigga, why
12.
they jump to 12? How you go from 4 to 12?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I could have seen they did 8, like it was like, you know, an extra game. I feel like they went a little too far.
Cause now you gotta play what, 2, 3 games to get in?
Yeah, that's a little too much, bro. So it's definitely going to make it more tough to get to that championship game. You know, injuries happen, shit like that, but they just worry about the money. Best hiring spots, because we seen Bill Belichick. He out of there. They talking about maybe he going to the Falcons. The Falcons is in heavy pursuit of him. It's 8 spots open right now. Give me your best hiring spot. Maybe give us 2, and then give us the worst hiring spot in the NFL right now.
Worst take that I heard, and I know this shit won't happen, is that if we got them losing the first or second round, the Cowboys, that Belichick's coming to the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Jerry
no,
Jones and
that's
fucking
That
Belichick
would
is not
never
going to work.
That's never gonna work.
He's not going to have the... Jerry Jones is too
I seen him
hands
talking
on.
about that might happen with Philly, and I'm like, bro, it's crazy that like you can just fire a coach and he was just in the championship last year. Y'all started off 10-1, and it was just injuries.
But no, they started to get exposed. They were not the same team from last year.
Well, they lost a lot of players.
And then no, it ain't even the players. I'm blaming
defense?
the coach, the offensive coach, coordinator gone. Nigga, them players ain't the same.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. They lost players. They lost coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that they did that they've been going through. I don't really think it reflects on just necessarily bad coaching. It's just, man, people don't understand. Getting to the championship, a lot of that, some of that is luck too. You got to have good health. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at like the shit that happened last year where San Fran, what's his name, Purdy, tears up his fucking elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have to go perfect sometimes. You know, that's just what it is. So I think the best hiring spots, I think the best 2, to be honest, would be the LA Chargers, only because they have an established quarterback. That's what you want, right?
He gotta have somebody that can do that.
Yeah,
And I mean, the team isn't terrible.
Yeah, and it's in LA.
I don't think he care about where he at. Like, when it comes to
They said Bill Belichick. I don't know. I mean, he's in Connecticut, but they said that he like enjoys the beach or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
I don't know. And then John Harbaugh, like, I think LA does kind of matter. And then I think it's more attractive. And then I think the second one is Atlanta. To me, we got all the pieces. We just need a quarterback. That's the only problem. Now, I'm seeing that it's possible that we could get Caleb Williams. They looking to trade that pick.
What, the Chicago?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Shit, I mean, if they do that, that's cool, cause
Yeah, they saying it's possible that we can goddamn get them now. We do that. We get in shit. Oh, Tracy is here, guys. Tracy is here.
Thought y'all were done.
We're not live. This is
not live.
pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded. Come on over here. You know what I'm saying? Come sit down. Come talk with us. You know what I mean? So, matter of fact, she here. What you think about that Saint shit that happened at the Falcons game last week with the whole James Winston shit? Did you see that?
Hey, bro, I feel like that nigga said what he said. He meant that shit. It was a dumb business decision. It's a dumb business decision. But I get what he said, nigga. We out here to play football, man. I ain't overtake no knee. I don't care about no score. These players ain't scored all year. I'm looking out for my team. I'm doing this shit for my team.
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's the lining up in victory formation. Like, that's kind of
shit
crazy.
was disrespectful.
I ain't never seen no shit like that.
That shit was disrespectful.
Have you ever seen you done play football? Have you
Never.
ever seen somebody line up in victory formation and hand the ball off? Like, think about it. Like, the defense is relaxed, and then y'all just tee off on the defense. Like, somebody could have got hurt for real about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I
was
just thought
definitely.
I thought it was kind of crazy.
But it also shows that the coach don't have the locker room.
Facts. I agree. What you think? You just fuck with the Saints, so you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. At least you know.
She don't know nothing about football.
Yeah, she's stupid anyway.
No, you stupid.
So let's get to it, man. It's time for that.
Son.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? Say what? What's the scenario?
Hey.
You ready? Lisa and Denise are sisters. Lisa is getting married and wants a particular look for her wedding, so she wants everybody to wear a specific hairstyle. Denise is into spirits and being natural is a part of her look. Denise had long natural dreadlocks. She has long natural dreadlocks, but Lisa's asking her to wear a wig. Denise is offended and says she's not wearing the wig. Lisa is frustrated. As the husband, what would you suggest?
Oh, you looked at me. My wedding, all my girls had the same hairstyle. So if you didn't want the same hairstyle, then you wasn't part of the wedding party. Simple. You can sit in the audience. I love your hair. It's beautiful, but
But what if it's your sister and you really want her in it?
you missed my wedding. Yeah, no.
I didn't miss it. I didn't get an invite.
I just want to say you missed the wedding. How you gonna say you missed the wedding? Nigga ain't get no invite. That's crazy.
He knew what we had going on there. But then, I'm saying you missed it. Like, everybody who was there, a part of the wedding party, will tell you, even though I don't feel like it, said I was a bridezilla. But no, all my girls.
Is that a shot? Like, you said it like it was like nobody would expect
Shit,
that.
you a bridezilla every day. You still a bridezilla.
You're just a bride.
You just a zilla. That's what you is. You a zilla anyway.
Scoop the Zilla.
No more nicknames. But no, I mean, since you can sit in the audience, you know, I would still like you to be there to share my day, but
So you just gonna keep it simple, like shit, nah.
yeah, everybody had the same dress except my maid and matron of honor. My bridesmaids all had the same dress, same everything, same hairstyle. Hell, even the same makeup look. I was paying for it, so shit.
I probably would
I'm gonna
have
get
just
what I want.
that's either the answer or it's gonna be like maybe I'll find you just won't be a bridesmaid. Like maybe I can find something for you.
That's something else you could
a
do.
different thing in a wedding. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of different things you could do in a way. You can still let her speak, you know, give her a toast. She could do that.
As far as standing up in the front.
Nah, like, it's your day. I'm be like, babe, it's your day. If she don't want to do it, you can't force her to change her hair. Just find something else for her to do if you want her to be a part of it.
What about like if you a nigga and you tell a nigga, hey man, you need to line your hair up like a nigga who don't, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got them fucking, you remember like Young Thug's dreads when he first came out or some shit.
First off,
like a
if I
nigga
know
be like,
I'm
bro,
going-
go get a retwist or
But
something.
see, I ain't
Can you do it?
gonna put myself in that position because I know if you a nigga that's not gonna goddamn go get a cut, go get a retwist, I'm not even gonna put you in it, my nigga. Like, goddamn, be security, like.
It's not even the fact that she ain't get a retwist. It's like that nigga's head was just a mess. Like,
Right, you
it
could be a
just-
mess in the goddamn sitting on the second row. Cause these pictures cost way too much for your ass to be
Your
looking
ass
crazy.
looking like a fucking nest in your head or some shit. That shit look crazy.
She said bridezilla like that was a shot.
Alright. Cousin Sticky.
Sticky.
Cousin Sticky is married to Felicia. They have been married for 10 years. Cousin Sticky, as of late, has felt like the relationship needs new boundaries, so he requested an open marriage. Felicia was reluctant at first, but then she agreed. A year goes by, and Sticky now wants to close the marriage back. And Sticky felt the request was a mistake. His love life has been pretty average. Occasionally, he hooks up with women, but Felicia entertains people on a daily basis and goes out on dates weekly. Sticky asked her to stop, and she says no. What would you recommend to Sticky now?
Divorce.
That's it?
That's it.
That's the only solution?
I mean, at this point.
And she ain't gonna stop.
Yeah. Not only that, but you open.
It's your fault.
You open the door.
It's your fault.
You open it. But what most
What can you do?
people don't do is what most men get hurt feelings. So when the female, they think, oh yeah, I'm the nigga, I'm supposed to do this, that, and the third. And then when the female does that, niggas' feelings, pride, everything is hurt.
Sticky was looking at that shit like, nigga, I
was
want to
really
have some
fucking
motion and
He
I want to
looking
fuck
at
some
it.
hoes from time to time.
Exactly.
I love my wife, but I want to fuck on some hoes from time to time.
And now
And
you
she
wanna
would
fuck-
never do that to me. And she probably, it's probably even worse knowing that she telling you, oh, don't dinner in the microwave.
Nah, you
I'm
better
about to go on a date with
pick up something on your way
Exactly.
home. I ain't gonna be here when you get here. I'll see you in the morning. I feel like if the rules that have to be established.
Nah, you gotta come home, bitch. I'm sorry.
home.
Nah, you gotta come home. You gotta.
He said next day.
You ain't know what I'm saying. Like you could go out, do what you do. You ain't spending the night. We gotta talk
But
about
where
that.
did he spend the night?
Spend the night where?
If he spent the night with the other girl.
Oh.
See, they should.
I thought you were talking about the niggas.
It sounded like they should have just been having a girlfriend together. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like. He shouldn't have requested to open.
He should have been more detailed on his
Yeah,
openness of
they
what he
should've set
wanted
some
out of the
rules.
opening.
They
Cause
should have set some more rules.
that shit is wild.
That shit is
But
crazy.
he didn't foresee that she would do her
Hey, you open a door that can't latch back. She done got a taste of some new dick, and she ain't
Change the
coming
locks
back.
on
Got
that
the
motherfucker.
hell on.
All right, so
Buddy.
Hmm?
So where's my buddy? Is that him at the door?
Man, we recording right now.
last one. Excuse me. So you have a 17-year-old daughter. She's pregnant. You know, y'all done got past all that. She's pregnant. The baby. It's established that she's having a baby.
Okay.
She tells you one day, "Hey, look, Mom, Dad, my boyfriend needs to come stay here with me, or I'm going to his house to stay with him. But I'm not bringing my kid into this world, and we living in different houses, like." And obviously she's 17. She can't really do shit. She can't really afford shit. So, how do you handle this situation? Like, she basically gave y'all ultimatum.
Let me pray on that. I think
You leave this house, she ain't coming back.
I mean
Nah,
that,
I'm
that
fucking
was the
with you.
speech that I got. But
You was pregnant at 17?
No, not pregnant. But it was if you have a baby, you leave, or if you have a baby in general, you can't come back here. So
Yo,
that
mama.
was the speech I got growing up. But in today's time, maybe do something different. He may could stay, but they would have separate rooms or something.
If she's already pregnant, she can't get re-pregnant.
Yeah, okay.
She
Well,
get pregnant again.
Yeah.
well, when the baby drop,
But at that point, I'm probably a little bit more hands-on when it comes to the kid, and probably a little bit more hands-on when it comes to like birth control or something more, so that we can prevent a second one at least under my roof. But to help give them some leverage, some guidance to, if y'all gonna continue to be together, try to make this work for y'all family, then I'll help so that somebody y'all both get a job and get your own place. And y'all go from there. But I'm not just gonna kick them out on the street or send them.
he said, but my thing is, if I know the other family, right, and they good people, and I feel like it's okay, especially if I have younger children, I may allow for it because I don't want you to think this is gonna be, all right, I can go get pregnant at 17 and my nigga can come live here. My nigga can spend the night because she had your she can have her boyfriend here, and it's not because she's pregnant, but she just feel like entitled to that because they allowed that because you set a trend for the other kid. I just feel like, but this nigga gonna know like, hey bro, what we gonna do? We gonna start working, you know, we gonna help you find something, like, because y'all need to get your own shit. Ain't gonna be laid up in my house.
But
yeah.
Colin Kaepernick, when he was in the league, he couldn't find work. There was proof that there was collusion in the league, right? I'm colluding with the other parents, nigga. You think you can give me a fucking ultimatum? I'm gonna go talk to that nigga daddy and his mama, and I'm gonna be like,
Y'all don't go.
did they give y'all a fucking ultimatum too? And hopefully we can be on the same page and we can collude with saying, hey nigga, and then we'll have a goddamn meeting. Hey, you can't stay with me, and you can't stay with me.
A nigga can stay there all day.
You can come here as long as you want. You can come here every day, but at the end of the night, you gotta go home.
You gonna sleep at your house.
Listen, if that's the case, what you want to do, y'all are welcome to leave. Get y'all, if y'all listen, whatever y'all do is y'all business. Y'all can get a hotel whenever y'all gotta do whatever y'all want to do. Clearly, y'all sexually active. What the fuck? What you mean?
I'd rather them get a hotel than think they gonna be fucking in my house.
Go get a hotel.
Hotel is just a go or a hotel?
If that's just what y'all
No, just a go. Like if you feel
I'm
like
saying you get or y'all save up, get a job, get your own apartment, do what y'all do. But first of all, you're 17. You can't even go live at these people's house without my permission. Who the fuck are you to give me an ultimatum? You better sit your punk ass down. Who the fuck getting emancipated at 17? That shit don't even make sense, man. You might as well just sit your ass down and wait. You might as well sit your ass down and wait. First of all, like if you want help with this, you need help with this kid.
Yeah, it's gonna be about a year anyway.
You need help with this kid, right? So how the fuck you think you gonna tell me what I'm supposed to be doing when you need help? Alright, cool. You live over here with me, just know, me and mama, we going out, you gotta watch that kid. Like, you ain't getting no help from us.
That's your kid.
That's your kid. If that's how you want to live, it's gonna be a lot of ways I can, you know what I'm saying, calm that shit down. You know what I'm saying?
But you gonna say that, but then goddamn your wife gonna be on some other shit like, man, look, I heard what you
shut
said.
the fuck up.
Yeah, and
You
she
gotta
got
shut the fuck up. Before I slap you like Uncle Willie used to do.
Now, nigga, now you gonna be asking the parents, can you sleep over at their house? Cause she kick your ass out. Hey, I know you was gonna let my daughter come.
You gonna sit
can I
let
come?
this girl give you an ultimatum in your own motherfucking house? Get the fuck on. You got anybody else got anything else? You got one?
Man, we good with that, bro.
That shit kind of did make me a little hot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our half of guests on the show, Tracy, aka School, aka Schoolzilla. Schoolzilla. That's perfect. I like that one.
Hey
man,
why can't I see the Tracy?
we out, baby. Boom.